Welcome back, everybody.
Hey, guess who's back?
And now we're doing our next game in the Sonic franchise, which, oddly enough, after the first one, makes sense to do Sonic 2.
Back again.
Yay! I'm sorry for this part. This is just my nitpicky side, because,
Guess
I
who's
would love to
back?
play the introduction for Sonic 2 properly, but, the Xbox version is the version I got that's best to record on, so I'll be playing it that way, and we're going to be jumping right into the game. And Sonic 2 as a whole is the one that kind of opens the door for Sonic fans and kind of establishes itself as a cool franchise, and because this game is a lot more fluid and evenly paced as opposed to the first one. And I'm going to do the exact opposite of it and run around the stage and explore for a little bit in order to go for the Chaos Emeralds. And grab it, and physics. Now, the Chaos Emerald system works a lot differently in this game, because instead of collecting 50 rings and going through the goal ring, this time you're going to be... Huh?
One more time. I'm sorry, go.
50 rings and going through the goal ring, you would do that weird acid trip maze. This one you have to collect 50 rings and go through one of the checkpoints, in which case a little ring will show up, at least a little circly ring will show up, and you have to jump through it, and you'll be taken to this, which I think is fun. It's a half-pipe section with a really catchy theme, and basically the rules are simple. Collect the rings until you hit the next checkpoint. If you don't have enough, you won't get the emerald. It's a bit of a faster way, because with the amount of checkpoints that are in stages, and later on it gets like 2 checkpoints, I don't think it gets any more than 3. You know, it's like it's 2 chances to collect the Chaos Emerald. So at best you can catch 2 emeralds in each act, and I know that there's runs of people getting them by the time the second zone pops up, Chemical Plant. Now, and I'm a fan of this was also big for people who were playing the 16-bit games, because now they were introduced to somewhat 3D models, right?
Good graphics.
I don't think Super Mario Kart was around this time.
No, it was. No, like,
before or after?
Well, I think after. I want to say.
Because this is 1992.
Yeah, this requires some homework. I think that's like right around the time Mario Kart. If I'm remembering correctly, Mario Kart's 92 or 93. Super Mario Kart?
That sounds about right. That was revolutionary at the time.
Yeah, it's mind-blowing. And it's really quite interesting how they got that 3D perspective. Because it's at least going into the technical aspect, if we're going to get into it, it's not really 3D. All they're doing is they're layering the 2D graphics so that then it appears as if it is in a 3D setting. And what the hell happened there?
That's coconuts. He throws coconuts. However,
did he throw it up instead of down?
He throws them up in an arc, and it's at the stupidest times. He doesn't throw them until he's closer to you. But since you're jumping toward him, you don't have control of approaching him slowly or quicker.
Nice.
Whatever.
But it is really cool though how they do it, because you're not seeing the character running through the 3D models or stuff like that. You're seeing what you're basically seeing is the actual map itself running towards you. And your little sprite is just staying still. As you see, it's staying still, moving left and right. That's all it does. And that's actually how Mario Kart was done. Mm-hmm. It was, and that's why 2-player was the most that you could get out of Mario Kart, because the processor and stuff like that couldn't handle more than 2 individuals going on at the same time. And that also explains why maps in Mario Kart were very, 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 very small.
Yeah.
Because it couldn't keep up with, multiple players, and on top of that, multiple players, in multiple parts of the same stage. Just saying.
Yeah. Now I bet you're wondering, who's this little guy following us and getting hit by everything? This here is Tails the Fox, or his full name is Miles Tails Prower. It's a pun off of miles per hour. Haha.
Lol.
And
it's a speed joke. Get it? 'Cause it's Sonic.
Yes. He has 2 tails. Most foxes don't. Oh, there you go, buddy. The weird thing is, I mean, this guy was also here to accomplish the 2-player perspective, which is you can play this game with 2 players. And his special ability, is to fly. He can fly, not infinitely. He's no Kirby, but he can fly infinitely and indefinitely. But in this game, he does not choose to utilize it, and he has no like separate AI of his own other than to follow you. And thus, a lot of your playthroughs are basically him getting hit by all the stuff you're missing. And you're going to see him go into lava pits, you're going to see him jump on spikes, you're going to see him run headfirst into enemies without jumping on them. But he will never actually die.
Oh god, that noise.
Yes, it's my ringtone for whenever I get text messages.
For those that do not know, the only reason why because I didn't play Sonic 2. I played the first Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic and Knuckles, and I think that was pretty much it for my Sonic, little bit for my Sega Genesis. Because as you guys know, I did actually own one for a whole 4 months or something like that. So, I never played Sonic 2, thus I did not hear the noises of the emerald collecting, and so when Mark's phone goes off from text messages, I go, what the heck is that?
And I never get sick of it.
I do.
Because here, hey Robotnik.
Hey, check out his face.
Yeah, he's in a copter mobile, yet he chooses to make himself grounded.
Yeah, that's smart. Are you sure he's a doctor? Because he's more like...
His IQ's over 300. Oh,
no, it's not.
Yeah, it's actually a fun fact. And Tails will be established later on in the franchise as the mechanical genius with an IQ to match Robotnik.
Intense.
Oh, one of my favorite zones in Sonic history. Chemical Plant. Cool track, cool level layout.
I will say that. I did love the track as soon as I heard it. It is very jazzy.
It's very catchy.
It's not. I don't want to say jazzy, or because I did say it already. So I'm not gonna say jazzy again. But it is it does get stuck in your head and it won't leave.
True. It's a lot of people's favorite. And level layout is also pretty cool. The factory theme with all these weird tubes and goop, flubber, I guess.
Yeah, fun fact, I had a blast in Sonic Generations remake of this, both 3D and 2D.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
Their choices for the level, it was well picked with this one.
And I will say with each level in Sonic Generations being just one level from each game, from each era, I will say the majority of their picks were right on the mark.
Yeah.
And when I was playing through Chemical Plant, I was just like, oh yes, very nice. And then you have that classic scene with Tails and Sonic, and hey, doesn't that pink goop look familiar to you?
Makes me really nervous for some reason. But here, and if you didn't notice in the stage when that one section when I was going like extremely fast, in the Genesis version, if you pulled that off, you would go fast enough where you would zip past the screen. The screen wouldn't be able to follow you. And it'd try its center itself to find you again. And that's just, I don't think it was intended, but it is kind of a fun nod to how fast Sonic can be in this game.
Yeah.
And here's the pink water. And the drowning mechanic is still here, but I don't think it's water. Water's not pink. Oh, and I'm apologizing once again for the shield graphic if it shows up as different, because it might take over his whole body, and then we'll be playing the adventures of Wormhole the Rat.
Well, in our defense, it's not just us that has to suffer through this.
Oh, yeah. It's a compression rate. The game can't handle the epic... I mean, the YouTube can't handle the epicness. Bye, Tails.
One of many times we will be seeing
Yes.
that.
Commenters, feel free to write up a death count. But then again, that could happen in any Sonic 2 game.
Ding. 1. Where is he?
He's trying. Well, if you're somewhere else, yeah, there
he
is.
is.
Wait.
Where'd he go?
I'm busy zipping past the screen. Oh,
So-
pink water slowly rises.
There he is.
Oh, there
Ding.
he goes.
Ding.
And yeah, he's drowning now. Oh.
Can you feel it, buddy?
I know, we're first introduced to his little buddy, and he's just,
Sorry, that happens a lot.
In Sonic 3,
Ding!
in Sonic 3, you'll get the choice to play as just him, if you wanted to. And, That's where they'll actually throw in his flying mechanic, and he's actually going to be the easy mode of that game.
There he is.
There we go.
So we're at the 3 right now.
Careful here. You run fast, but however, the boss arena itself has these moving platforms. And that's Cheese It. Bye, Tails.
Ding! 4!
Ooh. You can cheese it pretty well. But the only thing you have to worry about is those moving platforms.
Yeah, I mean, you got a good solid, like, 4 or 5 hits first attack.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
And we already, here's a Sonic game. We finished 2 zones in 10 minutes.
God, it feels like it flies by.
And that's just only part 1, where we're going to be going through all the different adventures and getting all the emeralds. I will be getting them all in part 2 and onward.
Alright, bye.